Hi guys, Jeff from Ethical Practice here, and I've brought along the lovely Adele Martin from Firefly Wealth to give us some tips today on some financial aspects. Recently I've been finding a lot of conferences I've been speaking to, there's a really big issue with practitioners understanding financial management. So I thought we'd talk to Adele today about sort of 3 mistakes that businesses and practitioners make and how you can overcome them.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. I guess the biggest mistake that I see small businesses make is mixing business and pleasure together. So that's rule number 1 for me, is have your business expenses separate to your personal expenses. And you can do that really easily by having different bank accounts. So you've got a bank account that's for your business, and you've also might have a credit card that's associated with that as well. And then from a personal perspective, you've got a personal bank account and a personal credit card as well. And the reason why you do that is having them separate makes it so much easier to understand if your business is profitable. Secondly, from an accounting perspective, it makes it much cleaner and much simpler if you've got your business stuff all in one account. And then the third reason why you want to have it separate as well is if you ever were to sell your business, you want to be able to have your business standing aside to see if it's profitable. And if you've got it all mixed in together, that's really hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And the second area that I see small businesses make mistakes around their cash flow is not understanding if their business is profitable. So that's the second thing, is really to have a budget. I know people don't like that word, but have a budget, have a profit and loss, and really understand your numbers. So, and that's something that you don't just do once, you actually should review it every month. One of the things, it's sort of like trying to lose weight. When you try and lose weight, you have a plan in place, what you're going to eat and what exercise you're going to do, and then if you know it's working, you jump on the scales. That is exactly the same with your business. You need to jump on the scales and understand what your actual results are. And sometimes, especially early on, that can be a bit daunting, confronting, especially if it's negative. But it's really important to have a starting point to go from. That way, you'll know if something's not working. Wouldn't you much rather know early on if some money that you're spending on marketing is not working, rather than wait until the end of the year? And if you're looking at your profit and loss, you'll know, am I getting extra revenue as a result of that marketing expense? And if you're looking at it every month, you'll know much sooner.
Yeah, fantastic.
Great. And the third thing is, which I see, this is probably the biggest area that businesses make mistakes in, is just around a cash flow and paying bills. Most bills, if they're due at the end of the quarter, if you wait until then to pay it, it's really hard to have the money put aside unless you're super disciplined. And once you get behind in it, once you can't pay, it's really hard to catch back up. So one of the things I encourage my clients to do is to actually pay some of those bills weekly or monthly. So things like your tax or your retirement savings, don't wait until the end of the year or the end of the quarter. Do it on a weekly or monthly basis so you don't have a big hit all of a sudden.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I fell into that trap many years ago, and I found myself with a massive tax bill, whereas now I put aside every week a certain amount comes out of my account for tax, a certain amount comes out of my account for retirement, and a certain amount comes out of my account for paying bills. So I'm never caught short, and I'm very clear whether my business from one week to the next is profitable or not. And at the end of the day, if it's not being profitable, it just creates so much more stress for you, and you can't do anything about correcting that if you don't know about it. So look, fantastic information, Adele, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So Adele Martin from Firefly Wealth down here in sunny Newcastle, Australia. Thanks again for taking the time to sort of share that with us.
You're welcome.
And we'll look forward to maybe catching up with you for another video at some point.
Fantastic, thank you, Jeff.
Thanks guys, have a great day.
Bye.